Good afternoon, everyone. We are so excited that you're here, and we're so grateful for each of our sponsors today. I'm Nicole Amadori, the treasurer of NASIG, and it is such an honor to serve the members of this organization. Today, each of our vendor lightning round speakers will have 7 minutes. And at the end, we're going to have a raffle. So somebody who's attending right now is going to leave with $50. So do stick around for that raffle. And I guess we will get started. There will be a Q&A time at the end. If we do not get to your question, it will be sent to the vendors directly so that they can reach out to you. So to begin, we have Melissa Gonzalez from the American Institute of Physics.
Hi, thank you, Nicole. Okay, let me just quickly share. Okay, please let me know if that's coming through okay.
Yes.
Great. Okay, so hi, everyone. As Nicole just mentioned, I'm Melissa Gonzalez, and I'm the marketing manager at AIP Publishing. And I'll be taking these next few minutes to share how we're supporting open science and helping libraries like yours amplify visibility, discovery, and lasting research impact. For anyone not already familiar with AIP Publishing, we are a not-for-profit publisher with a high-impact portfolio in the physical sciences. For nearly a century, we've advanced the field through open communication, fair access, and a commitment to scientific integrity. And because we're small, we scale impact by working directly with libraries, societies, and researchers around the world. AIP Publishing journals are built by a global community. This map here shows a research ecosystem spanning 195 countries across submission, review, and publication. In the past year, authors from 169 countries have published with us. Over 48 million articles were accessed across 195 countries, and 19,000 reviewers from over 160 countries helped shape that work. In the Americas alone, researchers make up 13% of our authors and 30% of our reviewers. This kind of global engagement isn't just impressive, it's essential. It ensures your users are engaging with research shaped by a wide and international network of expertise. The global reach is possible because the nonprofit scientific societies that trust us to publish their work. We publish on behalf of 10 societies and 20 affiliated partners, bringing niche and emerging fields into a larger scholarly ecosystem with strong editorial and institutional support. We're committed to open access as a sustainable and forward-looking model. Our gold and diamond OA portfolio continues to grow, not just in size, but in impact. We have 4 times more views, twice the more citations, and double the engagement through downloads and shares. That means more visibility for your researchers and more content for your users. Titles include APL Photonics, APL Energy, AIP Advances, and more, with 3 new journals launching soon: APL Bioengineering, APL Engineering Physics, and Mechanoengineering. One of our most exciting models is Subscribe to Open, a sustainable OA approach that doesn't rely on APCs. And thanks to your support, Journal of Applied Physics and Physics of Plasmas became fully open in both 2024 and 2025. And the model is simple. Library renewals, not author payments, flip the journal to OA. No APCs, no compromise on quality. In our first piloted year, we saw a 50% increase in article views and a 10% increase in published output. So how does it work? Libraries renew subscriptions as usual. If enough institutions participate, the journal flips to open for the year. Authors publish at no cost, they retain copyright, and the journal maintains its editorial standards. It's cost neutral, barrier-free, and admin-light for everyone involved. We also offer Read and Publish, a bundled model that includes subscription access and open access publishing for affiliated authors. There are no APCs and no extra administrative costs, complexities for libraries. It supports our open science goals, streamlines workflows, and boosts visibility in some of our most cited hybrid journals. And institutions retain full access to their subscribed content. Once content is made open, the next step is ensuring it's discovered and used. Our portfolio includes over 1 million articles, and 250,000 of those articles are free to read. That includes our gold, diamond, and hybrid open access, accessible even without a subscription. And we support discovery through KBART, MARC, DOI, and open URL integration, porous indexing, and more. Open content only has impact if users can find it, and when they do, they use it, sometimes for decades. Open access publishing is only one part of the partnership. AIP Publishing also supports libraries with the tools and infrastructure to help them manage, integrate, and measure the value of that content across its life cycle. When you work with us, you get APC-free publishing options, seamless metadata support, counter-compliant usage reports, and digital archives containing nearly 100 years of physics research available for long-term preservation and curriculum support. And a nonprofit publisher aligned with your mission to expand access and advance open science. And all of this helps libraries deliver more value to their communities while supporting both day-to-day access and long-term collection goals. The value of scholarly publishing doesn't end at publication. Some articles continue to shape the field for decades. Take this article from 1983, published in the Journal of Chemical Physics. It's been cited over 37,000 times and is still influencing current research. More recently, a 2020 article on scalable molecular dynamics has already received over 2,400 citations and continues to gain momentum. We see this often. Articles from decades ago remain central to today's research conversations. And for libraries, this reinforces the long-term value of access, not just to new content, but to foundational work that endures. And that's the kind of impact we want to help libraries amplify. So everything I've shared, from our open access models to our publishing infrastructure, points to one thing: how your library plays a vital role in shaping the future of scientific publishing. Whether or not you subscribe to every journal, your researchers are likely part of this story already. And as renewal season approaches, it's a good time to ask, are your researchers' contributions discoverable? Are you positioned to support sustainable open access? And can we streamline or expand what's already working? So we'd love to talk to you about how we can support your goals, whether that's enabling cost-neutral open access through S2O, extending your holdings through digital archives, or improving visibility. And we invite you to partner on solutions that keep research moving forward today and hopefully for years to come. So thank you very much. I've put here some quick QR codes for some of the resources that I've touched on today. And if you're not already familiar, these are the sales representatives and the marketing team that supports this territory. Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. Next up, we have Megan Vance from the Association of Computing Machinery.
All right, let me just share my screen here. All right, and hopefully you all are able to see my screen now.
Yes.
All right, so my name is Megan Vance. I'm a sales manager with the Association for Computing Machinery. We're a nonprofit member association, and we publish in the fields of computer science. So today I'm just going to speak briefly on our open access journey and our ACM Open model. So what is ACM Open? To start there, first, I need to give a little bit of history about our open access journey. About 5 years ago, a variety of ACM members petitioned ACM to come up with an open access plan. And as a result of that, on January 1, 2026, we will be a fully open access publisher. So just about 6 months from now. We will have all content published available in what we're calling a basic platform. This includes conference proceedings, journal articles, magazines, everything. On top of that, we will have a premium digital library premium offering, which includes added functionality and features. And then the last option we have, which is the most comprehensive, is ACM Open. This includes access to that premium database and also unlimited publishing. So ACM Open is a transformative open access model that was developed by ACM. It expands global reach and visibility of computing research, and it enables institutions to support open access at scale. And this model was created about 5 years ago in collaboration with academic institutions, funders, and various consortia. What are the key principles of ACM Open? Transparency, We have a clear pricing structure publicly posted, and it goes off of a 3-year annual output publishing average. Fairness, it's a standard 1 to 10 tier structure that we have, again, publicly posted, and it's the same tier structure for all institutions worldwide. And it's priced for the tiers based on article average output. And lastly, the value. You get the unlimited publishing, and you also get access to the premium version of our platform, which has added features and functionality. The content itself is open access, but the options are, if you want the premium features, that's the subscription, and ACM Open is the all-in offering that includes unlimited publishing. So the benefits for institutions and researchers: obviously, you get unlimited open access publishing for affiliated authors of your institution, no EPC charges, premium access to the digital library. This does include some exclusive features like integration with the ACM Guide to Computing Literature, institutional and author profile pages, integration with various bibliometrics, advanced research tools and AI search integrations, and other various insights. And lastly, as it is an unlimited model, it reduces administrative burden and ensures policy compliance. So it doesn't have an article cap that you have to worry about exceeding. You don't have to manage every individual article. When it's unlimited, you set it up, and it's kind of a get it and forget it model, in that once you've set it up, it's very seamless and you don't have any limits that you have to worry about exceeding. ACM Open was created as a fair and sustainable solution for open access. Again, we have the standard tier pricing that applies to everyone. We have fixed annual fees. We have multi-year agreements that are minimum 3 years, and then they can go up from that, but it's the same fixed fee for each year, so you can provide budget predictability. And affiliated authors can, again, publish unlimited open access articles with no APCs. For policy compliance and sustainability, ACM Open is fully compliant with global open access mandates. It allows for streamlined workflows to ease the operational complexity, and it supports the long-term goals of ACM's transition to be a fully open access publisher by the end of this year. Open access leads to greater impact, and ACM Open provides a scalable open access framework that removes publishing barriers, increases global reach, and enhances the visibility and influence of your institution's research. We have over 1,800 institutions already participating with ACM Open. And if you have any questions or would like to learn more about ACM Open, I'd invite you to view our website, and you can also always contact me with any questions you may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Megan. Next up, we have Tracie Burns from EBSCO.
Thank you. Okay, I'll share my screen. Fix my video here. Okay. Okay, so my name is Tracie Burns, and I am with EBSCO Information Services, and I'm just going to tell you a bit about EBSCO and how it starts with an order, and I'm going to highlight the points of integration. Many of you may know of these integrations, some of you may not, so let's get started. And I'm going to just turn off my video for this, one moment. Okay, so EBSCO was founded in 1944 by Elton B. Stevens, and Mr. Stevens and his wife started a company selling magazine subscriptions for the U.S. military. It might be familiar, the EBS company, or EBSCO as it is known today. Today, our leader, our CEO, is Annie Callanan, and we're very excited to be working with her and having her lead us into the future. EBSCO is located, well, we have offices in 23 countries. We work with 50,000 libraries worldwide. We not only work with you at the libraries, but we also work with our publishers here. And we have over 260 publisher services professionals to serve those publishers. EBSCO is very library centric, and part of that mission is to have librarians working with EBSCO, and there's over 200 of us working as account service managers, sales, development, UX, and also training. So you're bound to come across a librarian here at EBSCO. And in 2023, we were excited to be nominated as one of America's best employers for women. As a subscription management service, EBSCO takes these many workflows that you see here in between the libraries and the publishers and handles that for you so that you can do more library related items that require a lot of decision making. And so EBSCO can handle electronic ordering, payment, currency, renewals, customer service, and then we also have tools for discovering the materials that you are ordering through EBSCO subscription services. So it starts with an order. Many of you are familiar with EBSCO.net, the serials management platform. And here's just an example of a screen, of a title. We include bibliographic information, access and registration information for e-journals, your standard license information, analysis and holdings, your order history. And then I love this tab called Customer Notes. This is fairly new, where you can add a note about the title. Why is the title being ordered? Maybe a note that you want to look at the title for perhaps 2026 at renewal time to see if it's going to be renewed. You might want to add a note, how is this title being used, or if it's being paid for from a special fund. So this customer note is something that you can add, and you can edit this note whenever you need to. This note does not go to with the orders, and it does not go to customer service. It truly is your internal note. One of the points that one of the first things that you might be using with EBSCO is a point of integration is invoicing. An order is placed, it creates an invoice. EBSCO offers EDI invoicing that you can load into over 20 different library management systems, and 3 of them are listed here at the bottom. One of the advantages of ordering through EBSCO information services is Smart Linking Plus. The order then can be linked to the citations in the EBSCO host databases. What that means is that there's a direct to publisher linking from your citation to the article in that journal. And I have an example here. There's an order for the American Journal of Sports Medicine. A student or researcher begins their search in a database on the EBSCO host platform. It then leads to the result of citations. And in this case, as an example, the American Journal of Sports Medicine citation is available here. The user immediately sees an Access Now button or a linked full text button. When they click it, in one click, the user goes to the article. So what happens? Your expensive journals have a lot of exposure. Your student gets the information that they want, and everyone is satisfied with the results. You do not have to maintain the Smart Linking Plus. We will do that for you. So as you add and delete titles from your renewals, we will maintain that access for you. Another point of integration is holdings management. When you place your orders through EBSCO.net, you can request that we enable the knowledge of your EBSCO.net renewals to EBSCO holdings management. Again, eliminating the need for you to manually maintain this part of your work. Another point of integration, because you have orders in EBSCO.net, and we have customers who are using a service called EBSCO Usage Consolidation, which sits over in EBSCO Admin, the information of the usage that you download into EBSCO Admin populates back into EBSCO.net at the order level. And this data is viewable in EBSCO.net reports, in EBSCO.net analytics, and at the renewals. So here's an example. It's kind of a busy slide. You can see down at the bottom, the usage was loaded into the EBSCO usage consolidation and EBSCO admin. You either had EBSCO loaded or you loaded it yourself. And usage was loaded for EBSCO host databases, ProQuest databases, and JSTOR, the publisher site. And you can see the usage here at the bottom. You can determine your year, or you can also determine if it's a fiscal year, if it's a calendar year, so that these analytics that you're viewing here and at the top right will be accurate. Integration also appears in the reports, and here's an example of a report where you can quickly see that this title had usage, and you can determine, since this title came out.
Oh, thank you so much, Tracie. But it's time we have to go on to our next vendor.
Thank you, Tracie. Next up, we have Ryan Sue from MDPI.
All right, thank you. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, all right, perfect. So thank you, Nicole. So it's a pleasure to represent MDPI to provide a quick glimpse as to what we have to offer. My name is Ryan, and I'm the Institutional Partnership Manager for North America from our Toronto office. So MDPI is a pioneer in scholarly open access publishing and has supported academic communities for almost 30 years, since 1996. Our mission is to really promote open scientific exchange through scholarly open access journals and also scientific communication projects. We serve scholars from all around the world to ensure the latest research is freely available and that all content is distributed under the CC BY license. Currently, we have over 6,600 employees employed worldwide across 21 different offices in 12 different countries. From our head office in Switzerland, we've expanded our office to Japan in the east and also Canada in the west, where I reside currently. So MDPI proudly publishes over 460 different journals with 9 conference journals and 2 Diamond Open Access journals currently. With the support of nearly 4 million authors and more than 200,000 reviewers, we are deeply grateful for our ongoing collaborations and also the trust from our stakeholders. We are committed to enhancing this visibility of each paper through indexing in major databases. We have made significant strides in this area, steadily expanding our index portfolio. Currently, close to 300 of our journals are indexed in Web of Science, and over 300 are indexed in Scopus. Additionally, for our medically related journals, we have more than 90 indexed in PubMed, further elevating our impact in the scientific community. We continue to work diligently to ensure that our journals and our papers are received recognition that they deserve, and also to contribute to advancing research globally as well. At MDPI, we take pride in our transparent and efficient peer reviewing procedures, which is standardized across all of our journals. Each submitted manuscript is assigned a dedicated assistant editor who serves as the primary point of contact of all communications. What truly sets MDPI apart is that we handle tasks like identifying and securing qualified reviewers, allowing academic editors to focus on evaluating the quality of papers, and also to make the decision based on peer reviewer reports rather than being tied up in finding suitable reviewers. What we place a strong emphasis as well on direct and humanized communication between our in-house editors, our authors, and also our academic editors as well. Authors have direct access to our assigned editors, where if they have any inquiries or any concerns, they can reach out to them throughout the whole process without being left in the dark. Moreover, to ensure a seamless operation, we have team members monitoring manuscripts around the clock as well, covering basically all or most time zones. This allows to really streamline all these processes and at each step to maintain a smooth workflow from submission, decision to publication. Although we are known for our publications, but we also are involved with developing different suites of initiatives to help scientists achieve their goals. For instance, notably, we have JAMS, which is a journal management platform from submission all the way to publication. We have preprint, which is a service dedicated to making early research available and is indexed in Web of Science Preprint Citation Index. Scilit is a freely scholarly available database, and amongst many others as well. We are thankful for all of the support from our authors, but at the same time, we are just as thankful for our partners as well. Through our institutional open access program, IOAP, we had the privilege to collaborate with over 900 institutions across the globe, where MDPI offers institutions and consortia to join our program, which aims to provide transparency in our submission process, access to a unique institutional dashboard, and also discounts on article processing charges, also known as APCs, for affiliate researchers. We have close to 150 members across North America and more in discussion currently. We offer flexible agreements, models that provide a variety of options where our programs can cater to individual institutions' needs and also to help simplify administrative processes. We have the non-central payment offers where it provides institution with discounts with no obligations or any fees associated with the plan, free of charge. We have the pay-as-you-go central, which provides institution to cover papers freely through a centralized fund, with institution having the full control of which papers are covered through the institutional dashboard. We have also the flat fee agreement, which provides full control of budgetary spendings over the span of 1 or more years with fixed APCs. Overall, for perks related to our program, each members have discounts on APCs, book PCs, language editing services, and also JAM service as well. Each individual university have their dedicated institutional dashboard where they can access their metadata, use statistics, also publication trends, metrics, and amongst others as well. Institutions can also enroll in a automated repository deposit through the SWORD protocol, and amongst other perks as well. So I will leave things here with just a glimpse of what we have to offer, but we really look forward to opening dialogues with institutions and consortia to engage in a more collaborative work. So feel free to reach out to me and learn more about the program and how we can collaborate with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. Next up, we have David Hayden from Oxford University Publishing.
Thanks, Nicole. Hi, everybody. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right. Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for being here. I'm David Hayden, Regional Sales Manager for the Central and South regions of North America at Oxford University Press. I'll talk to you today about our online book and journals collections with a focus on journals and open access. Now, before I get into journals, I want to talk a little bit about our Oxford academic platform. I imagine a lot of you are already familiar with it, but a few years ago, we started merging our journals and book content together on the same platform. This was an important step in our goals to ensure Oxford resources are discoverable and accessible to researchers by broadening searches and making books and journals discoverable together. And it is a platform for our new resources, including the interdisciplinary Oxford Intersections, Oxford book content in the OSO PDF archive, and on the newly launched Oxford Law Pro. There are currently over 3 million journal articles, 50,000 books, and 600,000 chapters, and we continue to work on moving more of our content to the Oxford academic platform. Now, at Oxford, our guiding principles come from being a mission-based organization. Oxford University Press is a department of the University of Oxford. It furthers the university's objectives of excellence in research, scholarship, and education by publishing worldwide. What that means for our journals program is that we are committed to providing the highest quality journals to the widest possible audience as a member of the academic community. We support our academic and learned communities through the Developing Countries Initiative, by partnering with societies, by investing in the academic community, and as a core funder of the Clarendon Fund, providing scholarships to deserving students. And an important part of the mission is our commitment to working with society partners. 70% of journals in the Oxford Journals collection are society-owned. We believe in the power and importance of the research these learned societies put out into the world and work closely with them to ensure their work remains sustainable this year, next year, and in the years to come. We will always be faced with challenges and new initiatives, but our partnerships and our mission allow us to move forward deliberately and with purpose. And part of this partnership has been a commitment to open access publishing. And I'll talk a little bit about the history of open access publishing at OUP. Nucleic acids research was our first fully open access journal, flipping to fully open access in 2005, just 1 year after we published our first OA article. We introduced hybrid publishing options across OUP journals in 2012 and signed our first read and publish agreement in 2016. And we published our 300th OA book in 2023. Today, OUP is the world's largest university press publisher of open access research. OUP currently publishes over 150 fully OA journals and more than 400 OA monographs. I'll talk more about read and publish in a minute, but we currently have a Commit to Open initiative for scholarly monographs, and we successfully converted the Max Planck Encyclopedias of International Law to subscribe to open for at least 1 year in April. We're very pleased to say our April usage statistics for Max Planck more than doubled globally over the previous year. This is especially exciting because the Max Planck Encyclopedias of International Law is such an important resource for scholars of international law. And we're delighted that successful Subscribe to Open initiative enables more legal researchers to access this information than ever before. 53 states, countries, and territories had usage where there was none last year. And countries with a large existing subscription base also saw significant increases in usage. This success really speaks to our mission, and I look forward to seeing it continue to flourish. Now back to journals. Of our 534 journals, 151 are fully open access and 372 are hybrid, and we continue to work with our society partners to help them make the right decisions about their open access futures. We published over 2,800 OA articles per month in 2024, and data shows they received 68% higher altmetric scores and 33% higher citation counts than non-OA articles, as well as more than twice the page views. We have several pathways for authors to publish in OUP journals, and we work with institutions and consortia who wish to help enable open access publishing through read and publish agreements. Now, we're really pleased to report that Oxford now has OA agreements on nearly every continent, excluding Antarctica. In 2024 and 2025, Oxford expanded its read and publish reach in North America. More than 100 libraries in the Americas signed on in 2024, and our new 2025 agreements have doubled that number. Most notably, 200 libraries have agreements through our consortial partners, CRKN, Lyrasis, MCLS, and a joint CDL-CSU-SCELC agreement. Each of these agreements have been tailored to the needs of the included institutions. So our partnerships with libraries and consortia deliver a valuable and sustainable approach to us all. The agreements need to suit the short and long-term goals of OUP, our society partners, subscribing institutions, and researchers. And we'll be happy to have conversations with you to see if a read and publish agreement with OUP makes sense for you or your group. If you're interested in read and publish with your institution or consortia partner, let us know so we can talk through what that might look like for your group or library. And I did not create a final slide, so I'll just say, please reach out to your rep or account manager or to me if you'd like more information. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, David. Next up, we have my boss, the best boss in the world, Stacy Ruel from Springer Nature.
Okay, don't make me laugh before. All right, hi. Let me get this up and showing. Just a moment. Okay, can you see my screen?
No, not yet.
Oh, you can't? Oh man, why is this not working? Okay, bear with me. Is
We-
it showing now?
It is, yep, just not in presentation.
Now it should be, I think. All right, anyway, it should go into presentation mode if it's not, because I selected that, but I'm Stacy Ruel from Springer Nature. I'm going to talk today on the latest information on our transformative agreements. Springer Nature, though, is a very large publisher. We are the largest ebook publisher and one of the largest journal publishers. So if there are questions about anything, please put it in the chat and I'm happy to answer. So I went a bit about what's going on with us in our mission. Springer Nature's mission in the last several decades has been to share and bring greater understanding of science to the world so that we can help address some of the most challenging issues that we have. So we really see that as a very urgent mission for us, and one that we know can be done fastest through OA Publishing. And so, knowing that OA Publishing, as everybody has already talked about before, it just gives you bigger distribution, wider distribution, transparency, and equity because of the access. In 2024, we reached a giant milestone for Springer Nature. Our goal was to publish 50% of our research as OA, and we achieved that, and we published over 240,000 articles, scientific research articles, OA. For these specifically, we found that they, on average, they got 6.3 times more citations, and that is, per our research, 34% more than our closest OA direct competitor. We published 796 OA books, and we launched 68 new OA journals in 24. And of our OA articles, 57% of them address SDG related issues, which is very much is our desire as we want to really work toward the United Nations mission. So going on from there, to tell you what is new for 2025, as of January, in the start of January, we had almost 1,500 institutions as part of a Springer transformative agreement. This is a giant increase from 2024, in which we had probably a quarter of that many. Of these 1,400 institutions are part of 16 consortia, although we do also have some individual members as well, institutions that have joined on their own, but the vast majority have joined as a consortia. And so far in 2025, we published over 5,000 OA articles through our transformative agreements. And I'm sorry, this is covering one of my notes. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Did I stop sharing, Nicole?
No, you're still sharing.
All right, I lost my screen for a second. Sorry. All right, I'm going to stop sharing and just share again really quickly. And sorry about that. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Anyway, articles published through our TAs in 2024 were 67,000. So in the first quarter, we're up to a little bit over 5,000, which sounds like, oh my gosh, you know, that's not going to get you to where you need to be. But the first quarter of the year for publishing, January and February, are always much under other months, and this will ramp up. So, so let me move on to the. There it goes. All right, good to know for 2025. So we are, we've made a few changes, and for those of you who aren't part of a Springer TA, and you may have questions about this, please put it in the chat. I'm happy to talk about anything. But for 2025, we have, when we contract on a TA, we put together a journal list of hybrid journals that are part of your transformative agreement or your read and publish agreement. And as those journals flip to open, which is our goal, in the past, they used to move off of the journal list for the institution, but now we are, because of a lot of different reasons, we are keeping them as part of that list. And you can even keep them when you go to renew that TA. You can even keep them as part of the renewal, even when they flip to open. So that's a good thing to know. Institutions can remove the opt-out option for authors. This is something sometimes authors don't fully understand what the agreement is, and they'll feel like, oh, I don't know enough about this to opt in, and they will just automatically opt out. So, and this is generally an education, and Springer Nature will help educate the authors as much as possible. But if you want to prevent that from happening, we can help you do that. The consortia, if you have joined through a consortia, the opt-out can be done at the institutional level. Now, we also have auto approval that we can also put into place. The difference is, though, is that the auto approval needs to happen at the consortia level. So if you're part of a consortia, everybody would need to want to do that. But if you're doing it as an individual institution, you can put the auto approval on. There's a lot of mixed feelings about whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we're seeing more and more institutions moving toward auto approval. That pretty much covers the main points. I wanted, though, to offer two things. On this slide, you'll see these two things that I'm moving my mouse over, the FAQs. That is linked here. So when you get the slides from NASIG, feel free to pull this up. This is a document. I wanted to supply this and offer it because it's a document that's been very helpful in with libraries or institutions where you need to educate people on TAs, but they're not necessarily the people that are going to be working with them day in and day out, but they need to have an understanding. This is a great one-pager that covers all the highlights. And then, oops, sorry. And then the other thing is we have a brand new case study out about demonstrating the value beyond journal rankings. There is a lot of pressure sometimes for authors and different places to publish.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Stacy. I did give you a little extra time to account for some of your slide problem, but we do have to move on. Okay.
Thank you, Stacy. Next up, we have Shannon Caison from WT Cox.
Great, thanks. Thank you, Nicole. I'm glad to be here today. Let me just share my screen. It's interesting to hear everybody else, all of the different vendors. It's exciting to be here. Okay, so you should be able to see my screen now. And so my name is Shannon Caison, and I'm the Regional Sales Director of Sales for WT Cox Information Services. I've been with WT Cox for 25 years. And last year, we celebrated a huge birthday. We turned 50 years. So 50 years we've been in the business handling serials management services for all types of libraries. Now, when we first started out, we started out in 1974 by this dear man in this picture here. This is Mr. Willard Thomas Cox, WT Cox. We unfortunately lost him at the very beginning of this year. Dear, dear man. And as I've mentioned, I worked for him for 25 years. His son is now our CEO and president, and has been for quite a while after Mr. Cox retired. But we've been providing professional serials since 1974. Mr. Cox and his wife, Mr. Cox started out as a school teacher and then a principal, and then started doing magazine subscriptions from his dining room table. And I always love to hear him come into our sales meetings every year and tell us how it all started from that dining room table. But here we are 50 years later, working with so much more than just those K-12 libraries that we started out with. We now work with all types of libraries, including research libraries, your medical libraries, academics. We are also government contracted. So we are ready to work with you no matter what type of library you are. We are privately owned and operated, and we like to point that out because it makes things happen in our institution a lot more faster. We don't have to have a board meeting to get things done. If something needs to be changed, we're pretty quick about doing it, and we don't need a lot of permission to do it. So our commitment is to customer service. We realize that you can purchase your titles, these resources from most anywhere. But when you come to an agent like WT Cox, you are here for the service, and we take that very seriously. We've never wanted to be the biggest vendor that there is for serials, but we certainly want to be the best. And customer service is what we have focused on and what has built our company from the bottom. Now, in addition to serials management, we do have a series of add-on services that support our core services, including the print and electronic serials management. We help customize your workflows depending on what you need to be done. I love the fact that we are small enough that we can still bend to what you need, think outside the box, change the rules if we need to. We don't have to quite stick to all of the transitions that are going on and processing through the services. So with this, we also have CoxNet, which is our online account management. This is all things WT Cox. It allows you to interact with an easy-to-use interface, allows you to access your titles that you subscribe to. We are pushing notifications out to you so that you can stay on top with changes that are happening for your collection with your library, pushing information out to you that's important. Also, you can do your renewals online. There's comprehensive reports that are available. Renewals online, lots of usage. And also we offer Journal Finder, which is an A to Z list, link resolver, and ERM all built in one, very cost effective. eStats is our analytical tool, harvests those statistics for you automatically and puts them into beautiful reports, pie charts, graphs, and all types of Excel documents so that you can sort them and have this data information and all of your sushi compliant statistical information. Article Galaxy Scholar, along with Cite, allows you to have document delivery within your library. And introducing Cronus Hub, we're excited to partner with Cronus Hub. This has already caught on into Europe, and they have brought it to us, and we're excited to help launch them here in the United States. There's no other resource quite like Cronus Hub. There are entities that have parts of what Cronus Hub does, but there's not another one that does all of what it does. And what it does is it helps you with those transformative agreements. We just heard from Springer about their transformative agreements. Well, on the library side, you're dealing with multiple vendors and lots of transformative agreements. And especially as OA becomes more and more, these agreements and keeping up with the OA access, all of this information is helped and done by Cronus Hub, is allowing your publishers or your authors rather to know where to publish, what your transformative agreements are, where you already have agreements in place. It helps them from publishing in predatory journals. So if you're interested in any of these services, we definitely can dive in one-on-one and talk about specifically your institution and how these solutions may work for you. There's also free trials and that sort of demos and everything we can do. So if you're interested in learning more, please reach out to me. I'll be happy to help. And Nicole, that's it for me.
Thank you so much to all of our vendors. We truly appreciate each one of you. To our attendees who sat through, we're so glad you're here, and it's time to spin the wheel. I hope this slide works. I'm going to try and share my screen. Okay. Whoops. It says WT Cox is, oh, I pulled this up just in case. Bear with me. Technical difficulties. I have a live spinning wheel with all of your names in it. Can you see my screen now? It should be a raffle wheel.
Yes, I
Yes,
can see
we-
it now.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try and spin the wheel. It stopped on a Megan Ruens. Is Megan here? Can someone check the participant list to see if Megan is here? Let's see.
It doesn't look like she's here.
Okay, I'm gonna spin again. Is Ian Schofield here?
Yes, he is.
Congratulations, Ian. Springer Nature has donated a $50 gift card, and so you will be receiving that. And I have your contact information, so thank you. I'm going to jump out of sharing my screen. We had a question come in ahead of time. Oh dear, have I left the Zoom?
No, you're still here. You're still here.
Rose, I'm very sorry. Okay, so if everyone can hear me, the question that came in was, my question is for any and all vendors. What is a career path for a librarian who might want a position with a vendor or publisher? Would anyone like to go first to answer that?
I can go first, Nicole. It's Stacy. I feel like the career path for librarians at Springer Nature is really vast, and we love to have conversations with anyone who is interested in exploring it more. We have all sorts of types of positions. I am mostly familiar with what is on our sales and marketing teams, as I'm a little less engaged with our editorial teams. But on the sales and marketing, we have lots of licensing positions. We have an account development team that is actually the team that I lead and that Nicole is part of. And many of our account development managers have librarian background. So I feel like there are a lot of possibilities. And I believe that on our website, we do have some materials on it as well. So who's next? Who would like to go next? Tracie.
So I agree with everything you just said. If you're interested in working with a vendor, your background would be, anybody, a library background to serve library customers is pretty invaluable. So, as Stacy said, keep an eye on our websites. Feel free to reach out to us. And, like Springer, we have EBSCO ourselves and probably the other vendors. We have openings in many areas, as you said, sales, development, training. So we're always happy to have librarians work with us.
Thank you, Tracie. Did any of the other vendors want to answer this question?
Sure, I will. My answer is going to mirror the other answers quite a bit, but yeah, we're always happy to partner with librarians, and we find librarians to be a great resource with so many insights into the world that we really benefit from. So yeah, please reach out.
Anyone else? Did I see a hand? Well, if there are no further questions, each presentation will be uploaded into Sched if it's not there yet, so you will be able to view it. And I believe this was this recorded as well?
Yes, it was recorded.
So you'll also be able to view the recording if you have colleagues that couldn't make it but registered, they will be able to view it as well. So we're so happy you're here and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your conference. Shall I close us out?
Sure, let me just stop the recording.
Okay, I'll let you.